The city of Lagos
there is still a poor level of
Be the first to know. From the north, south, east, west, and around Africa, we break the news.
One Nigeria.
Now you can catch all the actions live as the news breaks. We are Core TV News.
Welcome to Core
Our
TV.
24-hour news station.
Hi, it's a great day. Good morning once again to you wherever you are watching Core TV News. We're reaching you from the city of Lagos in Nigeria, and this is Core Digest. My name is Tolu Ojewumi. I like to call this Tuesday Winning Tuesday, and of course, I need to let you know that at the end of the day, what matters today is winning. Winning is everything. What will be important by 10 p.m. today, 11 p.m. today, 11:59 p.m. today will not be the reasons why you didn't do what you should do or reasons why you didn't win today. What will be important by that time today or tonight is winning. So let's go all out to win today. And of course, with the same breath, I say happy holiday to you. And this morning on the show, we're looking at something very germane again. The bombing spree, Kano under siege. The bombing spree, Kano under siege. I'm not the one to talk about this today. I have an expert in the house, a legal practitioner, Lagos lawyer, Festus Keyamo. Hi, good morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
I say a big thank you to you for making our time despite your busy schedule. We kept calling, okay, I'll try to find time. Okay, I have to travel, I have to book a flight and all that. I've got other things to do. But all the same, you still found your way to the studio this morning.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
I really appreciate it. Now, the bombing spree, Kano under siege. Kano is the second largest city in Nigeria. Kano has a lot of commercial benefits and commercial activities it contributes to this country. And it was quite shocking when the Boko Haram insurgency took on Kano. What should we expect from all of this?
Well, your question is a question we are all asking. Nobody can pretend to have an answer to it. We can only discuss it. We can only prefer solutions. But where all of this will lead us to, your guess is as good as mine. This new phase of terrorism, this new phase of criminality in Nigeria is totally unprecedented. And I think it has caught everybody napping. It has caught the federal government especially napping. It has caught the security forces napping. And it is obvious, if we want to say it the way it is, that they are totally unprepared for this type of thing. I am sure that they thought that there was going to be some kind of divine intervention when this thing started about 4 years ago, and the intensity began to mount. I'm sure they themselves, within themselves, they thought, look, there will be some kind of intervention or this will just go away. Even the security forces, something tells me that they had not put their best foot forward. They must have felt, oh, well, maybe they'll run out of ammunition, they will run out of sponsorship, they'll just run and go away. But with the increase in the spate of bombings, with the increase in the regularity with which it's happening, you will agree with me that it appears that they are not slowing down. And what this portends is great and grave danger, not only to the unity of this country, but to democracy itself. It threatens these twin pillars upon which we continue to survive.
Unity and democracy.
Unity and democracy.
Okay.
One of them, if it continues like this, we have to give way. We can't continue like this. If this thing continues unabated, if it continues unchecked, innocent lives and properties, they continue to go. People who have nothing to do with the issues at stake, they are being killed on a daily basis. I do not think that this country, as fragile as it is, and our democracy, as young and fragile as it is, will continue to survive. This is what it portends for us. And so the earlier the security forces, The earlier the federal government understands that this problem is at the core, is at the heart of our nation now, the survival of our nation, the better for it. So there will be they should not spare anything at all. Nothing will be too great to deploy to stop this insurgency.
Now, two pillars are being threatened greatly: the unity of the country and our national democracy. And then you're saying these two cannot continue to be with us if the spirit of bombing continues like
Absolutely.
this. Which one do you see more threatened now? Which do you see giving way first?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, but both issues are equally threatened by this insurgency, because, I mean, that is what it threatens. There's no other thing. It's either that they are instigating it. It appears that some people are instigating some kind of reaction.
Like who and who could that be?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can't sit here and pretend to know.
Okay.
It is the duty of government to protect lives and properties. And that is why I feel a bit sad that the federal government is taking up arms, more or less, you know, against the Bring Back Our Girls campaigners, who are virtually calling for the federal government to act more. That is all they're just a social group saying, look, act more, do more to curb insurgency, to bring back our girls and curb insurgency generally. And the federal government is angry with them. Now, if you ask me as I sit down here, I don't know why the federal government is angry at these campaigners, these just social campaigners. Even if they were the opposition, like they want to paint them to be, you can't just say somebody's opposition and the person is devil. Opposition is supposed to put you on your toes. So assuming without considering their opposition, that you should take it with pleasure, the pressure, because you are government. It's even a recognition of your power, your awesome powers, when they say, do this, secure lives and properties, and they are putting pressure. What do you want to do? I mean, as government, do you want to live in denial? Do you want people to live in denial and say, we don't believe there's a government, and then go about their normal duties? Do you want people to take up arms themselves to go and rescue the girls? People are saying, bring back our girls. They're putting pressure on you, recognizing your powers. Now, this is the irony of it. When it comes to issuing oil blocks license, when it comes to issuing contracts, awarding contracts and privileges, you are federal government. You are commander-in-chief. When it comes to issuing these things and, you know, privileges and all of that. But when it comes to protecting lives and property, you say, no. Go and meet campaign to Boko Haram. It's a very irresponsible behavior. It is irresponsible. This kind of behavior by the federal government is irresponsible.
And that's why you said
on the one hand, you want to claim, you know, the privileges, and, you know, you want to enjoy the powers and enjoy, you know, accruing to the federal government. On the other hand, you don't want to assume responsibilities. It's irresponsible behavior.
Okay, that's why you said earlier that the bombing spree has caught the federal government napping.
Absolutely. Because for me, I think that the psychology of those who vie for public offices in Nigeria, especially even the highest office of the land, is skewed towards going there to exercise powers, to award, privileges, to give opportunities to people, to develop perhaps your region, to give friends and political associates, privileges and, opportunities. Their mentality is skewed to exercise powers in that direction. I do not think that there's any chief executive of this country that has assumed power with the mentality to maintain security and lives and properties. That is why you can see that in most cases, the American debates, presidential debates, if you follow them, they're always cut into 3 segments, if you notice. Yeah. The first one will deal with the economy. They will deal with the economy alone because they want to test the capacity of the CNC, the commander-in-chief. They don't mix up issues. After the debate on the economy, they will organize another debate on international affairs and security of the country. Then the other one we talk about maybe politics and some other issues. But these are the areas, you know, that they test the commander-in-chief, his capacity to deliver. And if he fails any of the interviews so much, or he does badly, it tells on his rating.
Absolutely.
But here, somebody finds himself in this country as president without being prepared for it. You don't smuggle yourself to become the American president overnight. You go through fire and brimstone. You're always tested, and at the end of the day, you are trusted.
President Jonathan was smuggled, you mean?
Circumstances, not only Jonathan. I'm not here to concentrate on Jonathan.
Oh, okay, okay.
From 1960 till present day, we have had rulers in this country who were never prepared for it.
Okay.
Even up to the present one. So it's not that we are going to single out one. No. It's either one of them came by, you know, by accident. It's either the other one came without the votes of the people. You know, on and on like that. Without the legitimacy of the people. That's the problem we've always had. And even those who manage to come by supposed legitimacy, it is always a situation where they are not tested and trusted. It's always a situation where they emerge by controversies, where their legitimacy are always in doubt. Look at from 1960, people who are never prepared to be president become presidents. That is the problem we are facing. So we don't have leaders with vision, leaders with programs, leaders with a clear-cut mandate and idea as to what they are coming to do. And this is the kind of mess we find ourselves today.
Okay, earlier you talked about the government hoping for a divine intervention to solve the bombing spree problem in the country and the insecurity. Do you believe in divine intervention yourself?
Well, before you pray for divine intervention, you must prepare the ground for the divine forces to land. If the divine forces are coming from heaven, I mean, I'm speaking figuratively.
I know.
If divine forces are coming from heaven, they must have somewhere to land, so you must be prepared for it. What I mean is that for them to land, you know, what I'm saying figuratively is that simply that before God can help you, you must help yourself. That's the point I'm making. You must make some efforts. You must try, and then God will now bless your effort. That is why you can see in common parlance, we always say, God bless my hustle. When you say God bless my hustle, that means you are hustling already. You are trying your best, and then God now says, oh, well, you know, my son, you've done well, or my daughter, now this is the effort, you know, I'll bless your efforts. But, you know, we have to be prepared for it. We can't sit down in Abuja. All the security chiefs are there. I expect by now that the army headquarters should have relocated to Maiduguri or Yola or one of the 3 states. Yes, relocate the army headquarters. Relocate the entire army headquarters to that place to show you are serious. I expect that the commander-in-chief, because that is part of your territory, you are commander-in-chief, you cannot run away from war. You have all the security forces at your disposal. I expect by now that Jonathan should have been in one of these states to encourage the troops. It happened in Iraq. Unscheduled visits. Land and then call the troops and rally them and say, this is our nation. Talk to them. We have no other nation. If you allow this to happen here, if you allow this place to degenerate, our future is gone. Talk to them. They will clap and they will go back and they will be re-energized to fight insurgency. The morale is low. We hear that morale is low because even the commander-in-chief is running away from the place. He wanted to visit Chibok. He cancelled it last minute because they said he's afraid.
He said there wasn't a plan to visit in the first place. That it was scheduled to travel outside the country. That wasn't a
Why did they deny it immediately when they said he was scheduled to? 24 hours before then, Sky News, local channels and all said, you are scheduled to. The moment they are carrying the story that you are scheduled to, you deny it immediately. You don't deny it after it has been botched. It is trickery. It is subterfuge.
Okay, we'll take it up on that. From there, we'll take it from there. When we come back, we need to take a break. We'll take news on the hour for just 10 minutes. And when we return, we'll still be on this issue of the bombing spree and Kano being under siege. My guest is still very much around. We'll continue after the news on the hour. Festus Keyamo, Lagos lawyer, still here to trash out this with me on the show. Don't go away.
Core TV News presents a platform with presence in over 30 states of the Federation. Be sure to be had. For live coverage of events, we have the capacity to deliver from anywhere in Nigeria and beyond. Contact us now on 0803-471-8550 or 0803-724-9733, 014-533-407.
Our 24-hour news station